Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It feels like Monday, but yesterday was Memorial Day, so it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Um, Drop me a comment. Let me know what you were up to this weekend. I am on day 10 of my travel quarantine, so my last day stuck in quarantine. So I'm super excited to get out of here tomorrow. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm getting the heck out of here. We are unexpectedly going back to the mainland next week. So I have a lot to do.
Yeah, we are going back to the mainland.
Yeah, he's excited to see his family and friends. Wild naked kid. Anyways, so I just got back 10 days ago from a quick urgent trip, and now we're going back again for a while. So I'm really excited. What was I gonna say? Oh, so yeah, so that's one of the many beauties of being a freelancer is I can pick up and go when and where I want to go and when I need to go. So when I had an urgent family matter to take care of, I was able to book a trip 24 hours later and jump on a plane and go. This trip just got scheduled a few days ago, and we are going to be back in Oregon for a while. So I can work from anywhere, and it's pretty amazing. So I love the freedom. Excuse me. So what I wanted to share today, besides saying hi and hearing what you guys were up to this weekend, you know what I was doing, sitting here doing nothing. I hope you guys had more fun than I did. But a couple things, a couple updates. First of all, this is super fun. I have a quick little activity for you. So if you are still, thinking like you want something different in your life, no matter what it is, right? If there's something in your life that you're just, like, you need a change, or you're unhappy with, or you have a lot of thoughts and feelings coming through, whatever. It can be a million different things, right? I wanted to share an exercise that I like to do, and I do it frequently. And it really is helpful. I call it intuitive writing. I feel like there's a more technical term for it. I just can't think of what it is right now. But basically what I do is I just take a piece of paper. I have a couple of them here that I just did recently during my quarantine. And I write something in the middle. So this first one says freedom in the middle. So that one was when I was reevaluating my why for why I'm here, like the reason why I come into the online space and share and teach people, why am I doing that? And the basis of that for me is, besides obviously my freedom being important, but sharing the freedom of so many things, right? Like time freedom, money freedom, just personal freedom, right? Getting away from corporate America. I come on here to share with you guys because I want every woman to know that she has options, that she's not stuck in whatever it is she's in right now. I don't know what my kid's doing in there. Hey. So anyway, so I wrote down freedom, and then I took my pretty markers. I love these pretty markers. I have a whole bin of them, but they have fine tips at one end and more like big tips at one end. But then I write, and this is the fine tip. And I honestly don't have any plan when I do this. I just think of why am I, what do I feel like writing about? And it's not like writing a story. It's just literally writing words or phrases or whatever pops into my head. So that's why I call it intuitive writing. So for this one, I needed a reminder. Sometimes, any time in life, but especially when you are dancing naked boy back there, especially when you are weirdo doing something that is, different, thinking outside the box, whatever. Working for yourself, whatever it is you're doing or thinking of doing. If you're wanting to start an online business or whatever. Wild kid. Anyways, it's easy to throw yourself into something, and then you have times where you're like, why am I doing this again? Like, for whatever reason, right? Like maybe you're burnt out, maybe things aren't going so well, maybe things are going too well and you're spread too thin, and you need to focus and figure out like what you know, what and why, like what you really want to do and why you're doing it. So for me, I needed that reminder. So freedom.
Yeah.
And then I just start writing, and when I feel like a different color, or I feel like I really just there's no plan for this, right? So I started writing, and what it started with was women, moms, Americans, nurses. So those are the people that I am focusing on right now in my business. Kate, you're gonna fall. Please be careful. And then I wrote below it in a different color because I was kind of changing gear. Like, okay, these are the people that I'm helping. Now, what are things they deal with? Like, what are thoughts they're having? So, fear, finances, the American dream, limiting beliefs, student loans, realistic, opinions of others, and trust. Hi. Okay. Can I have 5 minutes? Can I have 5 minutes? Okay, you're naked. Please stop. Brecken, please get down. Sorry. Okay. Anyways, and then, you know, when I was like, okay, that section's done, then I came, you know, to another section and made these different notes for myself. And it was all just words that popped into my head. And it doesn't all have to make sense. You just write. You just write. So then this morning I did this one, and I called it My Life. I was just thinking about things that were important to me in my life. It's giving me raspberries. So I have fun, travel, family, create, art, and love. Over here I have freedom, personal power, wellness, make positive change, raise my son on my terms. Okay. Over here I have growth, teach, spiritual connection, spread love and truth. Okay, please stop. And then at the bottom I have fight for freedom, feel good, find peace, patience, no regrets. So this one isn't as filled out as the other one, but I still, you know, just wrote down these words. And then I put the date when in the corner of these, just so I can look back and see, you know, hey, these different points in my life, what was I thinking? Maybe I'll never look at them again. Who knows? The point is there's no expectations, right? Like sometimes it just helps to get stuff out. So that's my, what I encourage you to do. Grab a piece of paper, do something like this. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, thinking about, stressed about, curious about, you know, whatever feels good, just write it down. Who cares? Just write it down. It does something. And sometimes it just, that process of just writing it down, like I said, you're not like writing a story. It doesn't have to be nice handwriting. My handwriting is not nice. I like to make it colorful, but you don't have to. If you don't have markers or anything, just use a pen. Like, it doesn't matter. You can do it on your computer or tablet, but I really like to just write it down. But if you have like an iPad that you draw on or something, you can totally do it that way. You are a Slurpee machine. Sometimes I use the Procreate app on my iPad because I still feel like I'm like, you know, drawing and I can use colors. Anyways, okay. So highly encourage you to do that exercise. There's a couple other things I want to share a couple minutes before my workout. So the other thing, I like to share different things that we do to make money on our own terms. Okay, please be careful with that.
Just put it on there.
Husband went to acupuncture, and so my kid is being crazy. Anyways, so I've shared before that like, my husband does. Please, Mommy's trying to talk to people. Okay.
What?
Okay. Can you please take this out there?
Why?
Because I need a couple minutes of quiet. Okay. Careful. Okay, so I've shared that my husband does DoorDash sometimes. He hasn't in a while, but for a while there he was doing it a lot. I've done it a little bit too. But he is better at it, and he's more of a people person, and I'm just not. So, even though it's like so basic and you know, you're not like, you're just pick your food up and dropping it off, I sometimes still get anxiety like dealing with people in person. So I don't do it as much, but he does. And then, what's the other thing I was going to share? Oh yeah, so related to that, so I share different things that we do to help give you ideas for making extra money. So we just decided we are going to try renting our car out on Turo, TURO. If you haven't heard of Turo. Um, it's an app that people can rent out their cars to people. Um, and we have two cars, but we only use one um, because we only have one parking spot at our condo. So our other car is just sitting at my in-laws' house. But the car we use is our newer car. It's only like a 2019, so it's a couple years old. So we are going to try renting it out. So my experience with it so far, obviously my husband went and cleaned it, detailed it, got it like to perfection. You put the information in on the app, take photos, put it on there, and then set your price and the dates it's available, and then some other little details. And then so I listed it finally last night, and within 15 minutes I had 28 pending requests, and honestly I got totally overwhelmed. It was a bit overwhelming. I didn't know there was going to be that high of a demand. Like I knew there was a rental car demand here on Maui, I think on all the Hawaiian Islands, because last year the car rental places sent a bunch of the cars back to the mainland because they weren't being used because we weren't accepting travelers. But now that things are opening up again, there's like a serious lack of rental cars. So you would think that the rental companies could be, all over getting cars back here, but whatever. More than ever, people need rental cars. So if you are in an area that has tourists, especially, this might be a really good business model for you. We're seriously thinking of buying another car to use just for it, because right now we're going to be renting out our, newer SUV, our family car. Which is fine, except I love my car, and I mean I love our 4Runner too, but our newer car is really nice and loaded, and whenever I drive the 4Runner, I'm like feel like I'm driving, I don't even know, like I'm like back in the day, like there's no backup camera, and it's not as nice and loaded. But anyways, so I had all these pending requests last night, and I got totally overwhelmed, and I was trying to figure out how to use the app. So there was like a few minutes there that I was like, I gotta figure this out. But this, like I said, could be a really good business model. So if you have an extra car you're not using, there's certain things like it can't have over 130,000 miles. So we cannot use our 4Runner because it has like about that many miles. But there's a few little things like that. But if you have a clean car, or you have an opportunity to buy another car, you can make some really good money. I was like, even if we rented out for a week, a month, that would pay our car payment. Like, how cool would that be, right? Just to like have other ways to save money, or pay things off faster, or whatever it is you need to do. If you have the opportunity, or you have extra cars already, or you just have you can buy another car or multiple cars, you could totally run this as like a business. And especially if you're in certain areas, like here in Maui, cars, because of the demand, people are renting out their cars for, a couple $100 a day, and people are paying it because they need a car, right? So it's, could really be, something that could work out really well. So anyways, I wanted to share that because I know so many people are looking for alternative ways to make money. Now, I still think freelancing is the best option for many people. Like I said, you can work for whoever you want, wherever you want, when you want, and make how much you want, right? So those are all pluses. As far as doing the car renting thing, obviously you have to clean it, and not just clean it but disinfect it between each renter, and set up if you're going to do delivery or curbside drop off, or if they're coming to your house or a certain meeting location to set the car up. I mean, there's things, right? But still, overall, it's pretty easy. But there could, it's not for everybody. Not everyone's going to be able to do that. Not everyone has an extra car or can get another car right now. And then, if you have kids, it can, be a hassle trying to, make sure that you have time to disinfect it and then get it to the next location, or you can just have them pick them up at your house, right? So you don't have to do any kind of delivery. There's options. So, anyways, again, it's not for everybody, but if that is something that you're interested in, I definitely recommend checking it out. I will put a link for you to click. I haven't looked to see if there's like a referral link. Sometimes, like with DoorDash, if you use like a referral link, then both parties get some sort of bonus. I don't. There probably is with TURO. I'll have to look. But anyways, so it's an idea. And you can also make extra money by having extras. So if you can, they can choose, like for us, they can pay extra and rent a car seat. They can pay extra and get beach chairs, a cooler, stuff like that. So for us and a place like this, like that's something that's like really cool for people, right? Like they can rent a car from Hertz or whatever, but then they're still going to have to go to another company to rent, their beach equipment and, or buy or whatever, and then have to do something with it if they buy it. But we can rent out those things, so they can just pick up their car, or if we can deliver it to the airport to them, and they can just get on with their trip. They've got all their beach supplies or whatever it is they want. So, anyways, it's kind of cool. And then the other thing, I have a few topics I'm going to be discussing this week. So those include, are you living a toxic existence? And I'm not talking about toxic like chemicals, because we are all surrounded by toxic chemicals, right? But are you living a toxic existence? Being old is not a bad thing, and you do not have to be your past. So those are the 3 topics that I'm going to be talking about this week. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, otherwise, I just wanted to check in and say, hey, let me know what you are working on this week, or what goals you have for the week. If there's anything I can do to help you, any questions you have, please drop those here and tag me. You can private message me if you want to ask me something anonymously. Well, anonymous from the rest of the world, right? I'll see your name. But yeah, I hope you have a great week. Let me know what's going on. I hope you had a great long weekend. If you had a long weekend, yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.